So it's been a couple of days, huh? Gonna have to fix that. What's going on, everyone? My name's Kai, aka Manga Me, and today we're gonna be getting into my Ultraman review slash breakdown type of thing. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what performance this video is gonna hit, but it's a video that I really want to make, just because I don't see enough people talking about Ultraman. It's a series that I absolutely love, and hopefully in this video you guys will understand why. Okay, so before we get into the video, just the usual thing of if you don't want to disappoint Perry the Platypus, be sure to like the video. Comment down below if you've ever heard of Ultraman, let alone are into it, because tokusatsu these days is very niche. And this series just builds on that. So yeah, I would be very interested to see if many other people are reading this series. But there is something else I want to speak to you guys about just quickly. Over on my Twitter, where you'll find a link to within my link tree in the description below, I made a post about wanting to hit 100 subs before my birthday, which is in July. Just a small goal that I wanted to set myself. But I know now that I'm in the stage of needing to full on commit to YouTube or just not bother, and I plan on absolutely fully committing. And this is the point where I need to start making videos that's gonna boost the channel but also be the videos that I just want to make and not kind of following the crowd with everything else. So I'll be making a kind of channel update where I go over the stuff that I want to achieve with this channel. Probably I might actually record that after this video right here, so be on the lookout for that. I'll probably drop it tomorrow as the time of recording this, so Wednesday. So yeah, be on the lookout for that one, and let's get into the Ultraman breakdown slash review, somewhere in between there. Okay, so I've got a stack of my Ultraman manga here just so I can kind of show you guys the covers. If I talk any plot points, it's going to be the first couple of volumes. I'm not going to go into very many spoilers or anything like that. But I'll read the blur for you guys quickly. Decades ago, a being known as the Giant of the Light joined together with Shin Hayata of the Science Special Search Party to save Earth from an invasion of terrifying monsters called Kaiju. Now, many years later, those dark days are fading into memory, and a world is at peace. But in the shadows, a new threat is growing, a danger that can only be faced by a new kind of hero, a new kind of Ultraman. Shinjiro is an ordinary teenager, but his father is the legendary Shin Hayata. When he learns of his father's passed on the Ultraman factor to him that he possesses incredible powers, nothing will ever be the same again. Now, to those of you who don't know, if you type in Ultraman on Google, you will find pictures of the 1967 Tokusatsu show, where it was a Monster of the Week type show, live action, heavy on not special effects, but like rubber suits and stuff like that. Now, there have been a lot of Ultraman TV series, but the only one that matters to this is the very first one, or the first two, I should say, because there's Ultra Q, which is the first series, and the original Ultraman TV series. And when I say it matters, it's only for the kind of backstory to the main character in the manga's dad. There's no way that back then they were making that TV series and it was like, yes, in 50 odd years we'll be getting a anime and manga sequel to this TV series, so we have to make sure that plot points stay strong. It's not like that at all. It's they just kind of build on that as a history to this world, basically. But yeah, it's seinen. It's categorized as seinen now. It definitely gets to a seinen point, but I'd say the start is definitely more shonen. And I think it was quite smart to do that, because if you're a shonen fan, these first couple of volumes will definitely suck you in. It's done by Viz in Viz Sigs, as you can see here. My one gripe with these is that the volumes just get thinner and thinner, and I don't know why they decided to do that. But yeah, it started in English, I think, in August 2015, I want to say. I might be able to find it in here, actually. This is some of the, like, I love it when manga does stuff like this. Like, on the back of Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt, you got the different mobile suits on the back. Volume 1, yeah, first printing 2015 of August. But yeah, the original TV series is very just built for legacy when it comes to this manga, hence why they only chose to do the first series and not all the other TV series lead into this manga. Sorry, I need to reposition that for you guys. Its genres are action, sci-fi, and also superhero. Very big on the superhero genre. If you're into like your MCU, not so much DC, but definitely like Iron Man, I would definitely suggest checking this out, because the similarities are, wow, okay, no, not similarities, the inspiration's there for sure with this manga, because back in the 60s TV shows, Ultraman was referred to as the Giant of Light, and he was able to become the size of kaiju, basically, to fight them. And in this series, Shinjiro doesn't do that. He is just man in 9 suit fighting aliens, basically. But it doesn't quite follow the Monster of the Week system, I should say. It's definitely got its cast of villains and anti-heroes and all that lot, and I just absolutely love the ride. And starting from volume 1, I was absolutely addicted. I checked out the anime on Netflix. It was okay. The CG is pretty to be expected from a Netflix anime, but yeah. So there's 2 series that I'm excited to speak about on this channel, and this is one of them, and the other one is Shaman King, which videos will be starting to come out soon. But it's just, I wanted to make sure that I could get this video right and kind of get it across to everyone as to why I love this series. And I found out about it when I was pretty young, because some people in my family were very heavy into like Toho, Godzilla, and yeah, those sort of Toho TV shows kind of branched out into Ultraman, Kamen Rider, and things like that, which eventually led to Power Rangers, and then I was stuck on Power Rangers for a while until I think 2012, where the 2014 Godzilla movie got announced, and it just kind of reminded me about all of this and how much I used to love watching the Ultraman TV series. I went back and watched it all. It's all on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. I love this cover, by the way. It reminds me of Spawn. But yeah, I went back and watched the first TV series, and it's fine. Again, it was nothing deep or anything. It was literally just Monster of the Week. But this manga, I think, is going to go under the radar for a pretty long time. As of right now, I think it's 14 volumes out, with 15 coming out later this month. I think I actually have the opportunity to get volume 15 early. I'm pretty sure it's on Book Depository already. But to kind of wrap the plot in a bubble for you guys, our main character Shinjiro here, this man right here, we basically find out that he's starting to awaken his superpowers. He didn't know he was going to have. This is pretty much a perfect shot. This is when he first figures out about it. It's very like Spider-Man-esque. Like as soon as he figures out what he can do, he just goes out and just tries it all. But we see that there's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes, that things are being kept secret, and this alien appears that kind of resembles Ultraman, really. And we find out that he's actually part of a race that have been enemies with Ultraman forever, basically. And that's when we find out that Shinjiro's dad was the original Ultraman, the original guardian of the Earth, basically. And it basically follows the story of Shinjiro taking over the role and protecting Earth from aliens. But there's a lot of politics with it now as well. Like, there are aliens that are trying to coexist with humans. There are people out there that don't like that. And some of the side characters, like Dan Moriboshi here, also a returning name from the original Ultraman. He's just there. All of the side casts are pretty awesome. We got an alien and a combatant called Jack and Red, and they're also pretty awesome. I'm not actually going to go into that volume. But as the series goes on, we start meeting people that have tried to imitate Ultraman and build technology knowing about Ultraman. So that's where like stuff like Iron Man and Captain America like influences come in, because you get like Armor Wars vibes, which is a Marvel story that kind of villains take inspiration from Iron Man to build weapons and just all sorts of crazy stuff, and it very much gets mirrored in this series. But it's the characters that really bring this story into its own. And I mean, the art for it's seinen art for sure, and I absolutely love it. Actually, I reread this volume last night, and some of the color pictures in this, they're just awesome. I'm going to be collecting this until it's done, so just expect it in hauls whenever new volumes come out. If you want to learn more, if you want me to speak about Ultraman a bit more in depth, going through what happens more in the volumes, be sure to let me know, because I'll be definitely down to have that discussion with you guys. But I don't want to spoil too much in this video and kind of ruin the experience for you, because like I said, if you're into the MCU, which obviously a lot of people are, I just seriously suggest checking this series out. Here are the spines for you guys, by the way, if you're curious. I love the different colors because it's such a small kind of gimmick to have, like just changing one thing on the spine, but it works and I love it. But yeah, let's head over to the outro bookcase. Outro bookcase. Okay, so thank you for anyone checking this video out all the way to the end. I really appreciate that. Once again, follow me over on Twitter, because whilst I don't have like a community tab where I can share things directly with you guys, that's where I post all my thoughts that I go through with the channel and whatnot. But in the description below, you'll find my link tree anyway, so it'll be easy to find for you guys. I'll also link my previous video and let's go with my manga collection, just to give you guys a refresher before July, where I'll be doing my next one. Like I said, my next video should be a channel goals or channel update, something along those lines. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.